Hello, my name is Daniel G. Wilson. This is DGAW Interviews. Today I'll be interviewing River Grows. Hi guys.
What's going on?
Hello.
Hey.
Hola, amigo.
How's it going?
Hi.
You guys been enjoying your family day?
Yeah, this is our family.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Spending the day with our family.
We're always together.
We are brothers from another mother.
Mother and father. Sister and brother.
Cool.
It's good none of us are working today.
Yeah.
All those in Chipotle open?
Yes, but it's
It
my
is,
day
right?
off. It's my
That's
day
what's
off.
up.
Oh, sorry, we're coworkers.
Thanks, cool.
Alright, now, to start this interview, I'm just curious. Tell me about Dallas Green. Alquin, Kevin, you were at a Queens of the Stone Age concert where you saw Dallas
yes.
Green. Tell me about this.
Well,
Yeah, I do remember that.
we got our seat and we were just mind blown by Queens of the Stone Age because they were so good. Then we saw everyone exiting upstairs, but we saw minimal people exiting downstairs, so we decided to go downstairs. Turns out to be Dallas Green and the bassist from the Raconteurs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were just chilling and we saw them.
And I remember you wanted a photo, but I said no because no one was approaching Dallas Green. And you would have been the first one.
Yes.
And then as soon as that would have happened, everyone would have gone to take a picture.
Yeah, so
That's why.
out of courtesy.
So that was the only photo we got. It's like a blurry
Yeah.
Dallas Green.
Mm.
But you know, that was a good show. Queens of
You
Stone
were Walmart,
Age.
maybe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Awesome. Explain clutch moment.
It's not me.
Alright, Al. Mr.
Alright.
Basketball.
Basketball.
They call him Mr. Clutch.
Alright.
He did say that the other day.
Clutch moment is when there's a situation and you're usually you're supposed to be really pressured and everybody else is really pressured, but you're at the calmest state possible. And in this case, you're really able to articulate any kind of possible solution to your current problem. That's what clutch is.
Cool.
He's got this down
You
to
have-
a T.
Are you
To
good
a
at clutch
T.
moments?
Nope.
It's not.
It's really rare for somebody to be good at clutch moments.
You know there's also a web series called Clutch.
Is there? What's
Yeah.
it about?
Basically everything Alquin just said, actually.
Oh.
You gotta
Wow.
check it out.
You nailed the...
Have you ever had a clutch moment in your basketball days?
I scored a game-winning field goal. I was happy, but it didn't count. No, field goals are in all sports.
That's how much I know about sports. It's like soccer.
Well, because in any
What's
kind of
that?
arena, there's like
What's
a
a
field,
soccer?
and if there's anything to do with points, field goal. So you're
There's no field goal in hop.
Field goal means a lot of things in a lot of different sports.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be like
It means
penalty shot maybe. No.
no. Kevin, just stop talking. I.
You can go.
So, to answer your question,
What were we
clutch
talking about?
moment.
That is a clutch moment.
That is what a clutch moment is.
So that answers my question.
Okay.
Alright. Mexico.
All right, it's all you.
What about it? It's a song. I was watching this show called Locked Up Abroad. Basically, what it is like people crossing the border, like participating in like illegal activities, so drugs maybe. And I kind of like developed a story about this guy going to Mexico to take part in maybe like smuggling some sort of drugs, and he realizes that it's like not for him, and he gets himself into a lot of shit, and I think that's where like Mexico derives from.
Very interesting. Explain the process behind how the music behind that song. It's very cross genre in many ways. It blurs several lines. Explain how you guys explain the process behind how you came up with that.
I came up with like that little intro like guitar riff, and then I think right after that we went to Bryan's house and he came up with like a cool funky bass line on top of it. And I think Al was trying to figure out like what he should put underneath it.
Yeah, it was difficult. It's like, do I play a melody? Do I play noise? But it turns out I just play the same chord as like
As like a backing.
yeah,
Just
and
mirroring the chords, yeah.
yeah, and
And then Adam put his like cool, I don't know, like
Strut.
yeah.
Punk rock strut.
Yeah.
through
It was like a
yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers song for the
Yeah.
first half of it.
It was, yeah.
It's got,
And
yeah, it's our mostly different song.
the way I describe Adam would be like he's like a punk drummer playing funk, which is
Really funk.
So that's
Funk.
like Chad.
Funk
Yeah.
is just punk with an H.
Yeah.
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 So that's the best way to describe it.
All right. Now, my next question is for Bryan. Bryan, you and I have something in common.
Okay.
We both have a history with a place known as the Guitar World. Now,
Oh.
I would like you to explain this photo. Explain this photo if you would.
Oh my god. Alright,
Oh,
for
wow.
the viewers at home, what we are looking at here is the very first incarnation of bass playing Bryan. Here at the ripe old age of 13, he crossed the dangerous border into Meadowvale
So if I
and
were,
came to battle at the Guitar World in the Battleford Plaza.
Look at that
On
hat.
guitar we have Slash. On bass, there's the wonderful Bryan, who now goes by the moniker Bryan. And there is Bryan's brother, Brett. Shoutouts to Brett. Woo! Hey Brett.
Yay, Brett.
so he's Krusty the Clown, he's Smeagol from the Lord of the Rings, and he's Dexter from Dexter and Dee Dee.
Wait,
It
what?
was one of those costume bands that we decided to be, and it worked out for us. We now hail under the moniker Max Sabbath. Check us out if you're in LA. And yeah, this is the origin of bass playing Bryan. For all you at
How
home.
little you are.
You're like a
I
dwarf.
think those pants would still be too big on me.
You fit two of you in those pants.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I remember when you got your growth spurt. That was so funny.
Wow.
What growth spurt? I'm the same height.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's got bigger nowhere.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That also hasn't been fine.
I peaked early. It's all downhill from here.
Downhill, down there.
All right.
It's a good photo.
It's a great photo.
Adam,
Hi.
you once said great things about butterbeer on August 26, 2010.
God, butterbeer is
Explain
amazing.
that.
I don't like it.
I went to the Harry Potter world
no, that's
in the year that it opened, and yeah, they had butterbeer. It's non-alcoholic for all you straight edge kids. It comes in slushy and liquid form, and it tastes really good. There's a lot of sugar in it.
Harry Potter world's amazing.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I still never been there.
I don't know if it's alcoholic
Weird.
in the books or not, because I remember one time they drink it, and then Hermione's stumbling out of the bar. So I'm not sure.
They give kids alcohol in Harry Potter?
I really
But she's
hope
not. They're not kids anymore. They're
They were pretty young.
okay. Never mind. Alcoholic wizards.
You could contact someone about that. Your local government authorities or
Door.
yeah,
Dumbledore is pretty much a dean, so
or the local police would also suffice.
yeah, it has to be the defense against the magic, the dark arts.
Harry Potter
They
was
got
on
guns
the
and
internet.
shit.
No,
No,
okay,
we don't.
because there's the Muggle world we're talking
No,
about,
not
but
the
there's
wizards, the police, you idiot.
okay, we're not talking about Harry
Police.
Potter.
Yeah, I know.
No, but
You gotta
like
have a local police department.
no,
Think
but
about
like
it.
to deal with wizards, you have to deal with like the defense against the dark arts. So. You technically,
Touche.
in Harry Potter logic, you're
Touche.
very wrong here. The
Touche.
police can't do anything. They can't access 9 and 3.5 quarters, which is a portal to
But they have.
Al,
You're
did you
still-
even read Harry Potter?
I watched Harry Potter.
Moving on.
Next question. That seemed to upset some folk.
Bryan, you and I have something else in common.
Lots of
Yeah.
On
Oh,
August 12th, 2011,
Oh,
you
yeah.
said that you like blackberries. It was in a cry against everybody's obsession with iPhones. I have a BlackBerry.
Woo! Shout outs to BBs.
Yeah.
All BBs in the world. I've moved on, but
Yeah,
she was a tender lover. That BlackBerry. I caressed her every night.
I'm telling.
And I have no further comments.
At a recent show you guys played in Oakville,
Oh, yeah.
Only
you
show.
broke a PA system.
Mm.
How did that happen exactly?
Well, we've been waiting for the show to start.
Throwing some puns.
And, you know, it was a really bad first impression that broke down, but we can't get another second impression. But we did. We played a song again twice because we decided to. So,
We're just rocking out too hard.
yeah, we're not metal. We don't break stuff.
But that broke.
That broke.
Yeah.
Couldn't explain it. They said it was an act of God, they did.
Act of God.
But they fixed it, by gum. They fixed it.
They
Yeah.
found it. It's like nothing was wrong at all.
We didn't play 2 songs, but we just played one over again.
Yeah, we played it again after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. We're just going back to the news.
Here it
Oh,
goes again.
It was kind of a puzzle to fix it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was some sort of shadow play work though. Like, you don't know what happened.
Any others?
And
It's just Pan.
but it's quite
Every
cool that
year.
people didn't go.
Just like,
Yeah, it's better that they didn't go after that incident.
people have already exited out on the
Yeah.
YouTube video.
Al, leave the jokes in your pants.
Mm.
Oh, and it finishes there.
Actually, that leads into my next question. Explain in your pants.
Yes,
well,
yes, Brian. Explain it.
explain it.
I still have no idea.
So dumb.
It's, as Wikipedia calls it, the stupidest song ever written.
Dictionary.
It was kind of about just my observations of where I live. There's a lot of elderly people. Well, not elderly, but older, and a lot of them come into the mall and like hit on young girls, and I found it to be really creepy. And I've seen it go down, and I can see how uncomfortable the girl is, and I mean, you don't really want that creepy old dude hitting on you when you aren't even old enough to buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
But I just found it like a really wacky, ridiculous concept that someone would do that, and so I kind of was walking home and had a nice bass line in my head, like the dun 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 dun, and then I just kind of like shouted some angry words on top of it, and we pretty much just copy and pasted that for like 3 minutes.
And yeah.
Pretty like
And
dark
yeah,
meaning.
yeah.
South Common, am I right?
I mean, no negative connotations or anything. But that's
Sad comment.
it's the sad, horrifying reality of your favorite song. Your now least favorite song.
I always thought it was like about teenage angst.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It can be about whatever you want it to be about.
It's open to
That's one
interpretation
opinion.
for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the most personal meaning to me. But I was, was inspired by my inner Shakespeare, so
Shake.
thought I'd write some
Hear thee, hear thee.
iambic pentameters and such the like, etc.
There's an iambic pentameter. It uses an iambic pentameter.
What's that mean? My head's gonna blow up. I'm not that smart, you know.
You see-
Yeah.
Wow.
I did.
Cool. I didn't know. Cool.
Okay.
Wow. I never thought you could describe that with an iambic pentameter before. But interesting. Explain the sombrero.
Sombrero. So, I think I wore it one year for Halloween. And it was always like in my room. I said we should like wear it at a show. So it was at Halloween. Was it a Halloween show?
No.
It was just LMC.
It was around the time of Halloween.
Oh, okay. So we said let's dress up.
No, that was January, man.
It wasn't.
It was
near
No,
Halloween.
I was pretty sure it was Halloween. ish around. So we all decided to dress up, and Adam wore a Batman mask.
Brian didn't dress up.
Didn't dress up.
I had a Burger King crown and I forgot
Oh,
to
the
put it
Burger
on.
King crown, yeah.
And I felt stupid.
Ow.
Boy, did I feel stupid.
I had like I used my old Taekwondo robe.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I had like, I had that. Basically,
And then
it's
you
my,
had the
my
Ryu.
uniform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just basically looked like Ryu.
Yeah, a Street Fighter. But it was too cold to go outside, so I didn't want to fight in the streets.
I was Dalsim, if anyone was wondering. That's what I was.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were Goku.
Long and lanky.
Okay. Lanky Kong?
Dark and lanky. Yeah, that's me.
You're lanky cock.
No.
No. Oh, hey, that's a very sensitive topic there. Hold on.
People are gonna go crazy.
See, now people are gonna think I'm lanky.
And guys,
That is not
that's
the
how you
truth.
snake somebody.
My fellow Americans, I come before you today accused of being lanky Kong. And I'm here to tell you that is just not the truth.
Or is it?
Dum, bum, bum.
Put in that music. So yeah, that's kind of where we were. So back to your question.
That was the question.
Brian,
Yeah.
Max Payne.
Hurts a lot.
Max Payne.
You were in a photo shoot about featuring you were the character Max Payne. Explain this.
Oh, okay. I forgot that. I actually forgot that was Max Payne, and I think it was actually Max Payne 2, if I'm correct. Boy, I wish you had pictures of this one. There was a photo shoot that we did when I was in film school a few years ago, where I was dressed up like Max Payne. And so they made me wear suspenders and a V-neck and hold these prop guns.
A V-neck?
And,
What's that?
You mean you wear that all the time?
Yeah, man. I'm like, I don't even have a V-neck. I have zero
We got one
V-necks.
here.
Yeah, but
Tony
it's a
Burke.
crew neck. I got a crew neck on right now. But I dressed up as Max Payne, and the assignment was this lighting assignment where we had to recreate the lighting on a movie or game poster. And so we chose Max Payne, and we backlit it and all, and it turned out pretty decently. But we were just having a lot of fun shooting the shit because we had these prop guns, and I'm just like, yeah, I got guns, and we just fooled around and did stupid pictures of the guns, and yeah, it was a really cool photo shoot. Those
Check
guys
it out
were-
on
There was
Facebook.
some real cool
Yeah.
dudes. Yeah.
Go creep his profile now.
If you can find me. Pretty easy to find.
Now, I have a question. My next several questions go into how you guys met. Now, I know Alquin and Brian. I know you guys have known each other for a while. Now,
Oh,
Please
Here we go.
explain
Here we go.
this
I know what
picture.
this is.
and who these hands and who these good-looking people are.
Oh my god.
Okay, this brings out a lot of memories.
Like those sideburns.
Alright.
Oh my god, those sideburns.
Guys, I look like Jackie Chan here.
Man, why am I texting?
Texting, eh?
What was so important?
Why do you look like a Guido? A better question. Anyways, this was
Oh
like
my God.
our old band, our first band together. And no, this is Mayday.
Mayday,
This is
you
Mayday.
Really? Oh,
So,
man.
Get it right.
this is my really good high school friend Murnell.
Hmm?
And
Shout outs.
Look at that
Yeah.
hair, man.
and
Little Jackie Chan.
I met these two guys at church. I met Brian and his brother at church, and we decided to go to a talent show together, and we formed this band because of it.
Cool.
Yeah, that was it.
Mayday.
That's the story.
Wasn't this,
That's
weren't these
fun.
guys in Common Sound too? All these?
Yeah, they actually all of those guys were in Common Sound. Now that I think about it, wish you had some pictures of that. That'd be cool.
Now explain common sound.
It's adding their cousin.
Common sound was like
5 people.
her brother came in, and then my cousin came in, and it was very
It's a
cool.
family band.
It was a
Yeah,
nice
except
little.
me, I didn't have family.
I was the outsider. It was fine.
We were
He was
very.
like family, so it's all the same.
They just one. It was funny because there's one time we were coming home from a studio, and his dad was driving us home, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot you live somewhere else." Remember that?
Yeah, yeah. You took you to our house.
This is how much I hung out
He's
with him.
probably my son.
Yeah, my mom started calling him her other son.
That's a little creepy. I'm flattering too. Though.
That didn't happen. Maybe it happened a bit, once or twice.
Yeah. We are very Filipino.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we covered some Filipino songs.
Did you guys
Theo?
cover House of the Rising
2.
Sun?
We did cover
I
that
saw
song.
a video of that.
Yeah.
We did Maroon 5.
Mm.
We did Adele.
You also played at the Opera House.
We did, yes, that is
Oh,
correct.
You
We
opened
did
up for
play
a
the
Filipino
Opera House.
person.
Twice actually for Al and myself.
Yeah.
Fun times, both times, all times, no times, sometimes.
That's on YouTube.
Two
I can
times.
see a picture of you guys with lots of pizza in there.
Here he comes.
No.
Al, you.
Never mind.
Next question.
Explain
I
the
know.
DTF machine.
Oh God.
What does it stand for?
Alright. DTF is an open concept.
Destroy that fuzz monster.
Or defeat that.
That
DTF
Fred.
M?
You know what? You could think of many DTF possibilities. Clean, dirty, awesome.
smooth, chunky.
Yeah. It's an open concept of 3 guys jamming together.
The D, the T, and the F.
Yeah.
Coming together.
Yes. It's me, him, and his brother. We tried becoming prog, but it didn't really work well.
I was.
Actually, it did work. It was so fun. What did we do? What happened?
It wasn't that hard, man. It was a very
You had some
simple.
pretty cool solos.
Yeah, it was a very simple 4/4 bar of 5/4. Then the bridges in 7/4. Then into 6/4 for 2 measures, and then 1 bar of 5/4. It's not that hard. It really wasn't that hard.
Oh. I don't know.
Oh, but you have to remember the halftime halfway through the second chorus. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was in Okay.
And yeah, that's what
That was actually the first, I think maybe time we saw
Yeah.
you guys play.
Yeah, this was the most dressed up.
Oh,
that was the
right.
most dressed up era I ever had for a show. I wore a scarf and like a blazer.
How fucked was that?
You wore many scarves.
You were a scarf
You
and
were a
suit.
blazer.
Al, you looked like Steve Vai when you were playing. You had like one scarf around your neck and then another one like billowing as you were soloing.
No, it was one scarf, but I made it out.
This is one really big scarf that
Okay,
just got
so
bigger.
the story behind us, because I watched Mission Impossible 4, I'm like, or Mission Impossible 3, and I saw Tom Cruise in the desert with a scarf. I'm like, this looks so badass. I'm gonna
I want to
copy
be
it.
Tom Cruise.
I don't care.
I have never heard that
That
background
was,
story
the,
before.
that was the actual reason why I wore it. I'm like, if you can
Oh
wear
my
it in
God.
a desert, protecting yourself from sand, why not in the rock pile? Obviously, that was the worst decision I made,
Clearly.
Yep.
That's on YouTube.
and that's on YouTube. So no shame here. I have a lot of embarrassing stuff on YouTube.
As we all do. Oh, as we all do.
As we all do.
Except you. Except-
Oh, this shit.
Now, Adam, explain this photo.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
What is that?
guys.
This looks like
Is that
it's-
uncalled for?
It is. This looks like it's from the summer because I'm wearing shorts. At some point, I'm guessing like last year. This is Uncalled for Kevin and I's ongoing
First.
band since grade 7.
Yeah.
So you've got me on guitar for half the songs, and drums on the other half. You got Clinton on the bass.
Shout out to Clinton.
You got Kevin right here playing guitar, and you've got
Barney.
you got Matt Barnes on
Barney.
drums, and also on guitar for some of the songs. Yeah.
Yeah, we started this band in like what?
Grade 7.
Grade 7.
We started playing like Sum 41, Billy Talent, and Linkin Park covers.
And more Billy Talent.
And then like,
Yeah.
ever since, whenever everyone's home, we just go to Rehearsal Factory and jam.
Sweet.
We have a little,
That's so awesome.
Yeah, we have a little set list
That's
built
the
up.
coolest.
You know,
That's got to be your
Adam
world
was once a
record.
guitarist.
You're passing AC/DC levels right now. Like rock or bust. Holy shit.
It's almost been like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow. Jeez. Oh my God, wow. I hated music that day.
I actually saw pictures from that era 10 years ago. Tell me, Adam, you were once the bass player of that band, but because you couldn't find a bass player. Explain that, because I hear you tell that you're a multi-instrumentalist, as are many of the members of River Grows.
Well, I guess after Uncalled 4, then it was just like Kevin and I. We were trying to find other people for the band.
Yeah.
We couldn't really find. Well, we tried like a few bassists, I guess, and then I was on bass for a while, and then just kind of got stuck with drums because there weren't any drummers around, and there still really aren't that many.
They are few and far between.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
I think I only played bass for like.
Couple.
I only played bass for like one like Rockpile show and that one Brampton show.
No.
David.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I never got to play guitar for a show though.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yet.
Wait.
Yes.
Oh, you
Yes.
put no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Adam.
Yeah,
It's
not
not happening.
It's funny how you play drums in both these bands now. Terry and
But you all can play. I found that interesting. You all can play several different instruments.
Yeah.
How would you say that adds to your music, the fact that you all can play so many different instruments?
We don't see our music based on one perspective, because the reason why we're kind of open to a lot of music is because we play different instruments, and some genres are very instrument dominated. So in rock music, you mostly hear guitars. In funk music, it's mostly the bass and drums, and it adds a lot of fun to your writing, seeing different points of view.
yeah, it's interesting having like 4 different guitarists in the band, because then like everyone can kind of contribute to a certain section. For the last song we recorded, I've Been Waiting. What was cool is in like the second verse, Adam came up with like a cool like guitar line in the verse that I probably would, or Al probably wouldn't have figured out. So it's cool having like different, guitarists and drummers and bassists with all in the same band.
Sometimes even in drum parts, Bryan can come up with some drum parts to like show the other.
Bryan can kick out a beat or two.
Yeah, Beatmaster Bryan.
I dabble.
Cool. Very cool. Brian,
What's up?
Tumblr poetry.
Tell us all.
Oh, I'm happy to speak on
What's your
such
URL?
I don't know. I've been writing just like my whole life. I don't know, as long as I can remember. I've just been writing like all sorts of stuff, and I don't know, when I was like in my early teens and stuff, actually when I was 10 is when I started writing, and I don't know, I just been writing my whole life because it just kind of came natural to me. I don't know, it just felt good. So eventually I started doing poetry and songwriting because they kind of went hand in hand. And so I have a collection of most of my poems starting from, I think it's like 2006 or something.
That's when Tumblr is at, right?
Yeah. So I guess almost 10 years now.
Wow.
I don't know if it's that far back, but it's pretty far back. Yeah, I don't know. I don't write as much as I used to anymore. But yeah, I had a heyday where I was featured on Tumblr's Celebrate Poetry Month. They do it every April, which is actually approaching. I got a feature on that, and then, yeah.
Sweet.
Things inflated a little bit, not very much. it's still very low key, and it's not hard to find. So I'm not even gonna try and hide it. It's out there. It's there. And yeah, I'm not ashamed of it. I love writing, so
They have poetry readings at Cullen's.
yeah.
I want to.
Yeah, a lot of poetry
I wanna
slams
go to
now.
one
I'm
of
seeing
those.
them come up a lot more.
Just taking a class in poetry. I don't know where to take them though.
I also heard you have a tattoo of the taijutsu.
Yeah, I do.
Show
How did
us.
you hear about that?
Show us.
Show us.
How did you know? Wait. Where did you hear about that? I'm curious because there's no documentation of any of my tattoos.
I have my sources.
Wow, it's
Man's gotta know what a man's gotta know. Yeah, I do. It's right here.
What is it called?
It's the taijutsu, it's the yin yang symbol.
Are we doing a close up? Are we? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that cleavage.
Get some
There
music.
you go. That's my very first tattoo.
Oh, cool.
Pleasure and Payne back in the day was doing this $40 tattoo special for charity, and so the lineup was absolutely ridiculous. Me and my buddy Ton, we lined up for probably 12 hours, yeah, to get these $40 tattoos because we're like, wow, what a deal. If I'm
It's a
going to
good
get a
deal.
tattoo, I'm going to get a $40 tattoo. And I wanted it to be to cover the whole pec, but they're like, nah, it's got to be this small, and I'm like, okay. And then after I got it, I was like, man, I'm so glad I didn't get the whole pack. It was just,
Yeah, that would be like.
like that is not a good first tattoo to get, just for the record. But yeah, ever since then I've just been hooked. That's it. But that's the humble beginning of the.
That's where it all started.
That's where it all began.
Then it went all down
Yeah.
the arm.
Yeah, and it spreads like a virus. It does.
Explain Fat Brook.
That bro.
I,
That's even better. That's probably the
Do you remember
best
the
band I've ever played in. Sorry, Common Sound and Mayday and Melvin and all.
And us.
He was-
And
he was
you
there
guys,
before,
yeah,
but-
well, you guys are
I
alright.
fell in love with a girl.
Oh,
Me and my buddy Bianchi and our other friend Jasinski, super rad dudes, and we were just super tight in high school because we were just jamming, really casually, just hanging out, you know, eating pizza and doing, you know, dumb shit. And yeah, we just formed a band called Fat Brook, and we were mildly good, but we played really awesome songs, and the crowd loved us.
You mean
And-
only one song?
Actually, there were 3.
Okay.
Yes.
you weren't in it?
There were
he was-
very
he was
few
Loyola.
appearances throughout Loyola
I
Catholic
was
Secondary,
before.
and they were few and far between, but we were a crowd pleaser every time, and so
It's like before Mayday.
Yeah.
You before me.
yeah, we had a tour bus, but we crashed it, and then the band just kind of fell apart after that. You know, financial disputes, you know, creative control.
Label problem.
Yeah, we had issues with the label and their marketing plan, and we didn't see eye to eye with them on the royalty percentages. So we just kind of all decided to move on with our lives, and Bianchi became a firefighter. Jasinski
Yeah, she's-
might be like,
Yeah, it's-
I don't know, he's probably just chilling right now. But shout outs if you see this. And yeah, end of an era for sure.
I didn't know Bianchi played anything.
Yeah, he played drums.
played drums.
He kicked out a gnarly beat.
Sweet.
Twitter. I've noticed that River Grows, you have a very active Twitter feed.
I
what
wonder
we do.
who's on
Explain
that.
this.
That's what we do.
Who is on that?
Who do you? Okay, how do you want us to explain this? Like, there's a lot to explain. Actually,
There's not too much to it.
excellent. No, there's not too much to explain.
You can pinpoint exactly where I learned the password for the Twitter and learned how to use it on a phone.
Yep.
Which
You
was
can
about
go back
like
and find the date.
probably like
Couple
2 weeks
weeks
ago.
ago, yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, I can actually use this.
Yes, Twitter. Yes. I thought you just didn't want
So
it.
if we're to like recap, Kevin's like a spectator. He doesn't do anything to Twitter.
I probably never read anything on the River Girls Twitter.
No, you never have.
Never did,
Not
so-
once.
There's a very simple guide to tell who's tweeting. If it's a pun or a pickup line, then it's Al.
Or a diss, like a sarcastic diss, like pizza sucks. Oh my god, pizza's awesome.
Anything that has the word overrated in it
Yeah.
is Al.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless it
That's
says
a great
blank
point.
is not overrated,
In that
in which
case,
case
it's you.
it's probably me. Because neither pizza nor bacon are overrated.
If I
And
mildly
definitely
trash talk-
not ice cream cake. How dare you?
Okay, ice cream cake is actually terrible. I don't know how you guys
What?
eat
No, I'll be honest.
It's
No.
the best of both
that. It
worlds.
really isn't. It's like
Can't you see, man?
I know I'm like okay. I like combining things. I like Nutella and rice, but like ice cream and
Nutella
cake.
and
Oh.
That's gross.
No, it's not Nutella. You don't just throw Nutella and
You
rice
have
in
chocolate with
There's
rice.
different
Oh my god.
ingredients.
Okay, hold on. I got to make it for you guys one day, and if you say
You're
it's
not,
good,
telling, you're not
You'll
saying
kill me.
actual Nutella on actual rice.
Ugh. Guys, we're like fighting like it's Jerry Springer. Okay, anyways, and if it's like actually funny, if it's sensitive, it's definitely Adam.
No. If it's an aggressive tweet towards Adrian, or if it's retweeting either a fast food chain, or if it's retweeting Seinfeld 2000, then it's definitely me.
Definitely.
If
Adam.
it's something about hockey, it's Bryan. If it's something
Yeah.
about basketball, it's definitely me.
But if I went on like one day and I was like, I'm gonna follow every fast food chain that I that I wholly support.
Taco Bell?
Yep.
Yes.
Taco Bell's a really good Twitter.
Osmos
they
have a
do.
Twitter?
No.
Oh,
We should make one.
Yeah.
you should make one. Hey, you should be their social
Hello, I am
media.
Mad Osmo.
Oh my
So
goodness,
There's
this
a
could be like
job right there.
yeah, it's a job right there.
Follow Osmo on Twitter.
Osmos. We're both marketing students in a way.
That's how you make the money, folks.
Speaking of students, my next question is for Adam. Adam, you studied honors biochemistry and psychology in college.
Yes,
Now-
indeed.
Tell me, you studied those and you're currently in a rock band. Explain that.
The doctor is in.
Education.
I would explain that by saying that my hero would be Milo of the Descendants, because he has his master's, I believe,
Amarillo.
in biochemistry,
Amarillo.
and just he's been balancing that
Brian May.
and playing in like the best punk band ever
Dexter.
for all these
Whatever
years.
his name is.
But I don't really use either degree at all in any capacity right now. They are on my floor, like leaning against the wall.
Wow.
That's great.
And I hung my
Pretty much.
Sheridan College up.
Pretty much
College.
sums up our lives.
Sheridan College. Yeah.
And I know some of you are currently students as well.
Just
Just
Brian.
me. Yeah.
Well, I take a part-time class online.
Do you?
Yeah.
Which one?
It's one's about online marketing,
Cool.
and an elective that goes with it. I'm learning about memoir writing and crime fraud.
Memoir?
Yeah, it's like this literary.
Oh, yeah.
Memoir writing and crime fraud.
Yep. Yeah, those two different things.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crime fraud is actually interesting. I procrastinated in one assignment because I was busy reading the text.
Well, that just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, but
What
it
a
was
keener.
interesting. It's like I read about investment fraud by this guy who pulled it off, and I'm like, this is mind blowing how he did it. At the same
Well, he
time,
couldn't
what
get
a
away with
dick.
It's like Conrad Black.
Speaking of criminals, Kevin, do you know that you share a name with a criminal?
I do! Yes! Kevin Pinto. Every time I Google his name, you get this brown guy. He actually used to rob banks back in the day.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
That's awful.
So if you type in Kevin Pinto and like I think he has his own Wikipedia page.
Oh,
too.
shit.
So
Yeah.
Kevin
You haven't
Pinto,
Googled
a former bank robber.
That just fucked
But what's
me
weird
over.
now is he gives talks on investing your money.
What?
Yeah, it's really weird.
You should go to one of his talks.
Hey,
Yeah, it's pretty weird. So, if anyone Googles me, you get a bank robber.
That must have helped you in your
His
job
probation
search.
was actually. Well, you have like a probation, so we're basically your cops. You're in this training order right now.
Now,
Here it comes.
Alquin, please explain this photograph.
What?
Okay. Oh, it's my room.
What?
Oh yeah, it's my room. Anyways. Alright, this is a picture of my room. Alright.
There's cameras in your room.
No, this
knows
is
where you
Facebook.
You sure?
He
Yeah,
watches you
I
sleep.
remember this.
Damn.
So, how do you want me to describe it?
Well, describe the instance of why you posted that.
What happens on
Okay,
Twitter?
well,
you say
basically,
if you
I
can't tell?
revamped my room. It used to be a bunk bed with my brother and me sharing it, and TV, and it was a whole different format. So one time he decided to move to a different room, and I'm like, I'm gonna make this room neat. So, and also I am kind of a neat freak in a way. At the same time, I'm organizedly messy, which is weird. So I'm proud of this picture. I don't care what anyone says. Whenever I look at it, it feels relaxing. Because it's like, look at this bed right here. It's so clean. It's like, by the end of a hectic day, you see this. What's the first thing you want to do? I have options. I could go to my computer, I could sleep, or I could play these guitars.
So
I actually
efficient.
took a
Yeah.
photo of my room the other day.
The one right here is my high school hat thingy, and this
Oh, wants to see
is
my room. There's a
my
few
grade
bunnies
8
in there.
graduation hat thing.
Dust bunnies. Not the others. Not the other ones.
Now, Alquin, I know your room is also it's also kind of a hub of sorts. You have posted several videos of yourself playing covers of different songs. You actually posted you actually made a Christmas video once, I remember.
Oh yeah,
You did.
I did.
You
I
did.
remember this. Yes.
Explain your guitar playing.
Okay, I love Brian May. That's number one. He's
That's
one of
what I was gonna
my
say,
biggest
I know.
influences as a guitarist.
Next.
So I was kind of I didn't really have a camera to capture it, so I need something really simple, and I don't really have I wanted to replicate myself, so I used GarageBand. So I basically copied Brian May's style in a Christmas tune and tagged people in it. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Muse.
All right.
Ew.
All right.
Get out of here!
Get out of here.
That's like right here.
Yes.
Down
What
the
about
middle.
Muse?
Here we go.
You like Muse.
I love Muse.
Who doesn't
E-
like
explain
Mute?
Muse. How has Muse influenced you in any way?
Right. First of all,
Oh, I can't get
how did it influence us?
Oh, I wish I
Singing high.
could.
Singing really high,
Arpeggios.
making riffs.
I don't. They've been able to like mix a lot of genres into their one sound. They have like good classical, like heavy rock, like a little bit of funk.
They do anything they want. Matt Bellamy and all of them are geniuses. I don't know how they do it.
They make a really big sound for just three of them.
Yeah.
It's
So.
interesting. Not a lot of bands can do that today.
Now, explain me how the band came together.
Well,
Well, it all started.
well, we had Kevin and I doing our thing under the River Groves name as a three-piece band. Then you had Brian and Al doing their thing as DTF Machine.
Well, common sound too.
Well, both of them. I
There's
guess.
both, yeah. Good time.
We met and played a open mic night at the Rock Pile, the best venue in all of Ontario.
Definitely.
Uh,
Look at the time, Adam. Oh man. Let's talk about that later.
So they were actually the house band, and Brian was one of the judges for this show. So after each band played, Brian would have to give a nice little compliment to each band. And then I remember talking briefly after, and then I think Kevin and Al set up a meeting at Rehearsal Pro.
Funny thing is, we're classmates.
The pro.
In
Oh,
first year,
yeah.
in first year college, I used to mix him up with another guy, and I used
Don't
to,
mention
It's the other Kevin
yeah.
Pinto.
Anyways,
Robert.
he kept talking to me about music, so I'm like, okay, sure. Then we still kept in touch. I sold him one ticket, I believe, and we still kept in touch. Garkels.
Oh, really?
Under a cup, remember?
Oh, that's right. I still have that.
I still have that cup
Yeah,
the first day we met.
Yeah.
And funny
Yeah,
enough, before Common Sound, I actually jammed with him and another band and Common Sound, all 3 times bands at one time, at one period.
He's
Yeah, and I decided to
Yes.
Common Sound and neglected you guys somehow. I joined you guys afterwards.
that hurts.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't show up.
Was they the side hoe, or was I the side hoe?
Bitch, please.
And then we kind of formed both of the bands together, and we got the River Groves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our first practice in like the little back room of like Rehearsal Pro, the one that had like
Yeah.
all of like the
All
gear and like the fans and everything in
The
it.
fans, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
I don't even know what we played. We kind of jammed out, and then I started playing a song, and I was like, "You like Gaslight? I like Gaslight. Sick." And yeah, it just went from there.
Yeah.
I remember for a while we were like, you know, these guys are really cool and they're really good at their instruments, but I don't know if we want to do a 4-piece
Ah,
band.
yeah.
We were like, a 3-piece band is so much easier to maintain.
We were a 3-piece for so many years before
Yes.
that, and we just weren't a fan of the 4-piece. I don't know why it was.
But you guys wore us down.
It's funny because we were kind of
Relentless.
used to 3-piece too, me and Bryan.
Yeah.
So it kind of worked out. However, we both had 3-piece mentalities, and made a 4-piece.
I guess that we found there was too many 4-piece bands around. So
Yeah.
we were just like, let's not follow that trend. But
I remember I really wanted us to try doing a 2-piece
Two-piece,
thing.
yeah.
I just wanted to do like a really like sludgy, dirty
Yeah.
2-piece
I
band.
remember that.
And
Still remember that.
not to
From
sound
that.
cheesy though.
Years
but
later, that's what we
Yeah.
are.
we back in our old bands, we were kind of like songwriting partners.
Hmm?
We just kind of teamed up.
You were the Lennon and McCartney.
And
You guys were the Win Butler and Win Butler.
It's true.
his wife.
Yeah. She maybe plays a string.
Win Butler also played in the All-Star game.
That's right.
Good for him.
Now, you guys. Now, my next question is: you guys actually did a cover of an Arcade Fire song. Speaking of Arcade Fire,
Two,
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
Just, yeah, true that.
We did a cover
Which
at.
one?
Uh,
Which
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Which
Yeah,
one?
Yeah, which one?
Boys.
ready to start.
Ready to start. Okay, there you go. Knowing you about the other one.
No.
Knew or knew
Go
about
find it if you will.
Yeah. If you search hard enough in our histories.
It's not
Not
that
that
hard.
It's later on.
Yeah.
Okay.
We played a cover at UTM's radio station.
Yeah, Mike.
Right.
Mike-
The swing.
Mike
The swing.
Papaloni
The swing,
and
yeah.
Elise.
Elise. We love you both.
Yeah.
And you too, Elise.
That's awkward.
Anyways.
Anyway, so yeah,
Edit that out.
we covered. We covered "Ready to Start," and we wanted to like kind of strip it back a bit, like do a cool acoustic version of it.
I do want to play guitar, so.
Oh, that's right. This is the first time we had like piano and
Oh,
It worked out really well though.
It did. It sounded awesome.
I was playing piano on that. It sounded good.
Yeah. And now I can play guitar, like he begged.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
You know,
That's
let
right.
me-
you
let me
play
do it at
guitar.
a real show.
It's like, it's just an acoustic thing. You can take this.
Take this one. Hey, we played it at that show at some gallery thing.
Hmm?
The one where we went to dim sum after.
We're not talking about that show.
What show?
Which show?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, we found a mini piano. Come on.
Oh, that
Oh.
show.
Damn it. You ruined it.
That was a cool show.
Speaking of MIDI piano, Bryan, you did a cover of Reservoir by Pup.
I did. It's an 8-bit version because Kevin has this like tiny little kid's keyboard that's just like an 8-bit keyboard.
How much did you buy it for?
$2.
And it just sounds really fucking weird. So we just, I don't know. It was making some really cool beats with that like drum machine that was on it because they just sounded really weird and garagey and awesome. And so I just started playing Reservoir, and I don't know, it was just really funny because it's so ridiculous.
I think we even tagged Pup in that, right? Did you?
They didn't
Poorly.
respond.
Really, I kind of failed to tag them.
it was,
Why?
there was a worse post, man.
Yeah,
I like, yeah. Just,
I'm not gonna edit that.
Now, speaking of Pup, You guys opened for Pup in 2013, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
That's a good show.
in this, there's also a video of Pup playing at the lodge that same night. You guys were crowd surfing,
Yes.
Yep.
Sure.
and at one point, Brian, I remember you jumped the stage as well.
Yep. You took the
Yeah,
mic
yeah.
for the first chorus.
Yep. I went for it.
Yeah.
I went for it.
Explain that night for you guys.
That was fun.
That was the night where we peaked. It's been all downhill from there.
That was actually a good birthday weekend because
Was
the day
it?
before that it was my birthday. Then the
Sure
pub
was.
show. Then right after that, the day after that, we watched the Hives.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Yes.
Oh.
However,
man.
Pup killed it that night, and
That was a really good show.
Absolutely killed
Great
it.
show.
Yeah.
shout outs to Pup.
Shimmer. And
Jimmer and the Real Bear.
Yeah.
Formerly R.I.P.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What?
If you
And the sound of change.
Yeah.
Don't forget they threw the
Yeah.
entire
Lucas.
Lucas
Woo.
Shout outs to my boy.
If you look in the video, you can see there's
and
two
Marcel.
points where you jump, you try and jump into the crowd, and you don't make it
Yeah,
at all,
yeah.
and then you jump again. And then later on in the video, you can see where I don't make it, and then it cuts to me when I'm already on top.
Wow.
That was wild.
Pretty good.
That was a good show.
A crazy show.
Explain the cowbell.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh yeah, that was when we were at.
Got scrapped.
Is that when we were at B-Town?
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
B-Town.
Oh, I don't even know.
We
this.
found the cowbell. I don't remember what we used it for exactly.
It was supposed to be the count-in for my number, so we were
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
Oh, that's
to... And, I don't know, we just ended up not doing it because we thought it would be silly.
Yeah. It'd be too Queens of the Stone Age,
Yeah.
even though that's a
Yes.
jam block. But yeah,
Or any rock song you find in rock band, you know.
We should get some more.
Adam
cowbell.
nailed it in one take. The
Yeah.
one-take wonder. It was a hard job, but
Yeah.
he did it. He
What
pulled
is
it off.
it? What technique did you use? It was like this advanced one.
Yeah, did you go traditional on the cowbell?
it was more of like it was all in the wrist.
It was sweep tapping, right?
Yeah.
Sweet tapping.
Yeah. It's a lot harder than the sweep tapping in guitar because it requires you to use your wrist and the right amount of force to have a great resonation in the cowbell. But he pulled it off because he's a genius.
Ian DeSaw.
Yes.
You guys are some.
We're big fans of
Yeah,
Billy Talent.
we're enormous fans.
Yes.
Okay, you guys were Don't Go was nominated for Song of the Year by Soundcheck. By Soundshock.
Soundshock?
Soundshock.
Really? Oh.
I don't,
Cool.
What
I don't
happened
really remember
there?
That's
that.
cool.
I don't really remember that.
I guess
to
we
be
didn't.
honest.
I guess we didn't win. Then. I'm sure they would have sent us a formal letter.
We're still waiting
Like
on that novelty
trophy.
check.
In Boston, go just like you are cordially invited
Don't
to
go.
the Soundshock Awards, and I guess we didn't win then.
No, we didn't win.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool that we got considered.
Yeah, very proud of that. Thank you for that.
Thanks,
That's
Yash.
awesome.
'Cause he runs it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
My
Yeah.
Yash, my boy.
Yeah. He's usually up and about the local scene.
Alquin,
Yep.
you said on April 10th, 2012, you got the supplies, you would host a cookie party. Did you ever host this cookie party?
You were not invited.
Cookie party.
I also want to know about this cookie party that I was not invited to.
How rude.
Did it
April
happen?
10th. Is it 2014 or
2012.
2012? Oh, God.
You need a month.
Oh, wait. Cookie party. Wait, what was the context?
There wasn't a real context, you just said that if you got these supplies, you would have a cookie party.
Did it happen?
No.
What happened to the party?
No, there was no cookie party.
Oh.
I actually want this to happen. I love cookies. Shit.
Oh.
I remember.
Oh,
I wanted to throw an obscure party, and it was a cookie party was an idea, but
Obscure.
What's obscure?
it's obscure. Okay.
Leave that in.
All right. Okay. Here's the thing about the band. I had the tendency to like mispronounce words / make them up.
Make a word.
Obscure.
So
It's
I,
like secure, but with more
It's
awe.
something that's really rare but secure.
okay. Well.
But the party didn't happen. Is what
Party
you're
didn't
saying.
happen. That's a good idea. Maybe I should throw one.
Do it this April.
April. Whose birthdays are in April?
What?
Oh, okay. Or March.
Wait, nobody's birthday is in April.
No.
Just do it whenever.
No, I know a couple guys too. My
Yeah.
friends have April birthdays.
Yeah. Okay. You
Cool
can
dudes.
be part of our
Cookie party.
cookie party.
I may know a dude that can hook it up for dirt cheap. So
I know people too.
connections.
It's all about connections.
Hookups.
Now, Bryan and Alquin, explain the rapture.
Ooh.
Basically, many hundreds of thousands of years ago,
In a galaxy far away.
the ancient, no, it was this galaxy. The ancient
Oh.
Mayan civilization predicted that the calendar would end on the year 2012. And they were clearly wrong.
Like always.
Yeah, those fucking Mayans. And
Hey.
yeah, they were wrong.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
The calendar's
Okay, so
actually
wait, is
back
that
a
the
few years.
yeah version? That's what the song's kind of about.
Is
What?
it?
I think so.
Wasn't that
Cool.
the name of your album?
What album?
Like that? Remember that album you had with the?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
what are you talking about?
That's not.
The Rapture. It was a song that we made in Common Sound.
Yeah, okay, it happened.
Bryan was our frontman
Debatable.
to an extent. Our second frontman.
Front person.
Front person, yes.
Person who's at the front.
Bohemian Grove.
Oh, I love those guys.
Those
Holy
are awesome.
shit.
Dudes.
Fuck, man. Yeah, they're really awesome musicians. Really sweet dudes, and
Double
they're,
Eric.
yeah, honestly one of the tightest bands that
Yeah.
I've seen live, especially
Yeah,
outside
sure.
of our genre. It was super awesome. We played a show with them back sometime last year. And yeah, it was
Yeah,
super
the end of
cool
last
because
year.
we're like, hey, you're a Grove, we're a Grove. That's sick. We're gonna have a Grove party, and then we had a Grove party, and we're sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
They covered
Gorillas.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint
What
Eastwood.
was the Rage song?
Balls on
Bird.
Parade,
Oh.
and it was absolutely
But
magnificent.
before I saw them, like, there's no way they can pull that off.
Yeah.
They played it.
They pulled it
oh
off,
My
yeah.
God,
Yeah, they
pulled
nailed it,
off.
and
Nailed it.
tightest bunch of dudes, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Go see them if you're in Oshawa or the Durham region.
they're good.
Double Eric.
The Mustache Club.
I like that song.
Hey, we played. We played. Do it again. Yeah.
It's a nice
There you
venue.
go.
I like it.
Just- Yeah, we played there a few times, and every time it just gets better and better.
I don't know why, but like
It
that.
gets better and better every time.
The sound there's
Every
pretty
time we go
good.
to
It's a
sound
good
good.
size.
It's a special
The crowd
place to
gets
me.
bigger every time, so it's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I like what like they actually have like touring bands coming through there and playing
Yeah.
shows.
And Mo Club is probably like the. No, it is
Yeah, it's
the number
pretty-
one venue to hit in Oshawa.
Yeah.
Mo Club is absolutely taking off.
Like Ill
Love to
Scarlet's
see- yeah.
played there.
Yeah. Anti-Flag's coming there.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
that's
Colorado went there. The Beaches went there too.
Just played there.
Yes,
Water
Water Brothers
Bodies.
went on tour there. Pretty
Yeah.
much every
Flatliners.
It's the venue to hit in Oshawa. So
Check it out.
We're
And
happy to
bands
have,
actually
yeah.
try to play there.
Yeah.
There's certain bands that I just want to see there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Head Swirl too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joshua.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
real.
Head Swirl.
Love you guys.
Head Swirl, yeah.
Mm.
Sam.
Double Sam.
Kyle.
2 Sams, 1 Kyle.
Sile.
Sile.
That should be your name.
What's up?
Cool. So guys, for my final question, I have to ask you, Mississauga and the Lodge.
Ooh, great scene, great people.
The best venue in Mississauga
The
or
best.
Ontario.
It's growing right now, so guys, keeping the look up.
Peel Crew.
It's about to blow up.
We care about you.
We'll be there February.
This Friday.
We'll see you this Friday.
If you haven't edited in time.
And remember, it just gets sweaty.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to all the bands.
Pretty odd.
You know
That's
who you
band
are.
appeal.
To anyone who's watching this,
everyone-
book shows at the Lodge.
Everyone name
Books.
a Streetsville band now.
Streetsville band? Or how about just a Peel band?
Millhouse
Peel
Youth.
Huge Cosmic.
Sorry.
Pretty odd.
You
Wolf
just know.
Ticket.
Bike Thieves.
Yonder Peak.
Yonder Peak.
Yeah.
Bien Agité.
Billy Talent.
Never trust the whiz.
Il
Ooh,
Scarlet.
Animal Faces.
Ah.
Never
You say
trust
Elsewhere.
somebody.
What?
Yeah, I say
That's
Elsewhere.
it. Just
Yeah.
now. And there's us.
And
Oh,
thank-
Stockholm Siesta.
And thanks to
Oh,
Daniel
yeah.
for the
New
awesome
design.
interview.
Don't
I
forget
already
new
said design.
You did?
Yeah.
I know. Damn it.
You're very welcome.
All right. Okay, I think we're done.
All right,
All right.
thanks,
Thanks, Daniel.
Daniel.
Thank you guys for the interview.
We'll see you soon.
Keep it loud.
You know what?
Do.
Dude.